guys, it's your girl Simone and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the title, today I will be doing, oh I'm sorry, I ended up almost making a camera fall. Anyway, so you guys can see by the title, today I'm doing a video with my experience with driving with Amazon Flex. So before we get started in this video, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give your girl a thumbs up. So let's get right into the video. So yeah, I know y'all like, dang, another one. Yes. So if you haven't already seen my experience with working at FedEx as a package handler, go ahead and check that video out as well. It should pop up somewhere probably, or if it haven't already done so. Anyway, so yeah, so my experience working for Amazon Flex. So basically, you work at your own pace. It is like an app. If you haven't already seen it before, I'll post a screenshot right here of the app. Yes, so when you first start working there, my sister actually has sent me the link. Well, no, yeah, this link, and I have went to the, you could go to the website and just sign up. I signed up. It took about no later than 5 days for them to get back to me because they do like a background check, y'all, or whatever. Yeah, so it takes no longer than 5 days for them to get back to you because they do a background check. My background was clear, of course, so they went ahead and went through with me. They don't do a drug test. Yeah, so because you're using your own vehicle, but when you are driving with them, you are under their insurance. So that's something good to know too, just in case if anything happened while you are doing Flex. That's only while you are actually doing it. So after you sign up, you go ahead, you take your picture. They don't want you smiling in the picture or whatever. My picture was so ugly. I'm not even gonna show y'all. It's just ugly. Anyway, so you take your picture, and after that, you're good to go. Oh yeah, you set up your banking information because they do direct deposit. You get paid every Tuesday and every Friday. So with that being said, it's like, okay, if I'm broke and I need some money on Tuesday, I'm gonna work Monday because then I'm gonna get paid tomorrow for that day. You know, get what I'm saying? Anyway, like, so if you work the day before, it's not like no pay period type thing where it's like it'll be in the next one. No, if you work the day before, it will be on that next check. So you'll get that direct deposit to your account every Tuesday and Friday. So it's really however much money you want to make. So I live in the LA area, so mine really would be, they always had stuff available and it was always just like up and down or whatever. So like sometimes it depends. Like if it was raining, you would see something, it would be like 3 hours for $100 or some blah blah blah. So usually you'll see starting off at like 30 or whatever. If you want to take it, you could, but the closer it gets to the time, like if you could see the time, it's sometimes it's like a, if you know how to do it, then you could get it, because it's like if you don't take it, somebody else will take it. Like if you see it, sometimes you gotta hurry up and be on it because sometimes they don't have them just like that. But sometimes you'll see one for like $30. It'd be like starting at 4:30, let's just say 5 o'clock, yeah, or 4:30 or something like that, and it'll be like for $30, boom. But at this time, say it start at 4:30, it'll have something on there you could take it. It'll show the amount, so you know if you want to take it or not. So it'll say start at 4:30 and this is for $32, and say it's 1 p.m. I wouldn't personally take it because it's like the amount is gonna go up, because the closer it get, I wouldn't say wait to the last minute unless you really just like on whatever, but yeah, the amount is gonna go up. So if you wait till like 3, it'll probably be at like 50, 60, you know, and then you'll be mad you took it at 1 and the price went up, but you wouldn't even be able to see. If you already took it, you won't be able to see any more for that day because you already have it. You don't want to take them and then cancel them to try to get more, just because they do pay attention to that. So it's like it's best to just wait it out or whatever. Some days it's slower than others. I think it was like Tuesdays that was like slower than others. I'm not sure, but you'll figure it out when you're doing it. So basically when you get there, you pull up, they have people that's outside the warehouse or whatever, and you show them your ID. They scan your ID, make sure you are who you are. You pull in with your car, and then they tell you where to pull to. So when you pull there, sometimes it depends, because a lot of times they wouldn't be organized, especially at the one I went to. It was in the Hawthorne area, like El Segundo. You'll pull up whatever they'll tell you to pull to, wherever you're gonna pull to. So you'll pull up, skirt. I'm just kidding, but no, you pull up, and usually when they're on point, the racks will already be there. A lot of times when they're busy, and then sometimes you wouldn't, you'll be waiting. That's the annoying part, because you're thinking like, okay, it's this time, and you looking like you don't know where you're gonna go either until you get there and get those boxes. So it's really especially, I don't know about the other ones, but the one in LA, like, is no telling where you're gonna go. So you think like, okay, say you get one at 3 o'clock, it started at 3, and you like, okay, cool, I could beat traffic, but they're running late, so then you're sitting there and it's so annoying. Because one time I sat there for like 40 minutes waiting on them to bring out packages, and it'd be like, now I'm gonna be stuck in traffic. So be prepared for that. That could happen as well. So just don't like work yourself up about it or be mad, because it really is not their fault, you know, because it's like it all depends on employees or the packages they have, you know. They're just they're doing their job as well, so whatever. So when you get there, you scan the boxes, you use your phone. Let me see, where's my phone? Oh, so when you get there, you use your phone. I'm not even screen recording, but I just wanted to go to it as an example so I can figure it out. Oh shit, I had the shit. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so you'll use your phone and you'll scan them. Boom. Make sure when you are doing flex, you have a phone charger. This app kills your battery. It kills your battery so fast. So if you don't have a phone charger and you're doing it and your phone die, guess what? You can't even finish until you charge that phone, because you have to scan the boxes when you come in and scan them and take a picture. No, yeah, scan them and take a picture when you drop them off. So when you drop them off at the house, you can't just go by the address because you know how to get there and then drop them all off and say like, oh, because they're gonna ask for that picture. So it's like, make sure you have a phone charger. That, man, my phone died a few times, but I had a charger, so I was just like, cool. So yeah, so you'll scan the boxes. But at this one at El Segundo, it's really tricky because it's like sometimes you'll get boxes and you'll see it's just right up the street. It's like, oh, okay, cool, I'm right here, I'm local. Sometimes you go to the hood and you be like, wow, y'all send me to the hood late night, thanks. Sometimes you'll be in Beverly Hills. Like one time I was in Beverly Hills before. I want my first ever time doing it, I got sent to Long Beach. Because look, when you thinking about, when you first see the first box, first 2 boxes, okay, boom, you'll look at the address like, oh, these are all, I'm about to be on the same street. No, you will be probably in that area, probably 3 or 2 boxes or 1, and then next thing you know, you on the whole other side of town in Long Beach driving around, and now you have to pull up to skyrise apartments, and it's just frustrating. That was my first time, and I was so stressed out, y'all. I was doing it by myself, and it was a night. That's when the sun was going down early, so I had took like a 5 o'clock one. The sun was going down. I was stressed out, man, but I still completed my time because that's what I do. I like to overachieve. I like to not overachieve pretty much, but I like to complete stuff in the time that I'm supposed to complete it. And it's just, I wouldn't feel right within myself if I didn't. So anyway, yeah, my first time I went to Long Beach, they had me like, and if you know Long Beach is big. So they had me in like the first, when you get to Long Beach off the 17, the next thing you know, I'm like far by the water. The next thing you know, I'm somewhere else. Like, it was just horrible. But after you do it so many times, you'll get used to it, because you're like, I don't know, like I never worked at the post office or anything like that. So and when I was working at FedEx, I was inside, so I'm not really good with the addresses and what side of the street stuff is on. So it was night and I really was confused, so that's why it was frustrating for me. But if you know how to do odd evens, whatever, then you'll be fine. So yeah, so you could go to Long Beach. I went to Beverly Hills before. I went to Bel Air before. Horrible. Just because at nighttime, Bel Air, like, it was bad. I went to Palisades. Palisades was horrible too. I mean, it's cool when you go somewhere when it's mostly houses. I prefer houses over apartment buildings. Apartments is horrible because it's Amazon, so you leave it at the door. We was told, now I'd be noticing that people be leaving my Amazon packages in mailbox and stuff, or at the mailbox. We couldn't do that. So we was told like it's a federal thing, something. You couldn't do that. So Amazon, leave at the door. So imagine you're at an apartment building and it says number 201. What? Now I have to go all the way up. If you're doing it with somebody, then it would be fine. But if you're doing it by yourself, it's frustrating because you have to find a park. A lot of apartment buildings don't have no parking spaces, or sometimes the street is filled up. So it's like, dang, now I'm like really gotta park far as hell. So if you're a girl and you're doing it by yourself, or at nighttime or whatever the case may be, even in daytime, because somebody might see you with packages and want to rob you, who knows. Make sure you have some mace, taser, whatever, Glock, I don't know. Make sure you have something, because you don't want to be doing that by yourself and looking confused and lost, and then somebody just plot on you, you know, and now you like, what am I to do? So yeah, my first time at some apartments. Some apartment buildings will be cool though. Like some of them that you'll go to, they'll be cool because they'll have the Amazon locker, or they'll have the people at the front desk where they wouldn't mind. They'd be like, okay, you can lead us with me. I came across a few like that. few I came across, and it'd be like, you go inside the gate, you get buzzed in. I find a park somewhere, and you get buzzed in, and next thing you know, it's like building A, building B, building C, and then you like, oh my God, and they all like 10 stories high, and it's like, okay, I'm not about to be playing da 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 da. Like, let me figure out which building I need to go to before I just be running up and out of all these buildings and wasting my time, you know. So apartments is annoying. So, but why I said Palisades was annoying, even though it's all houses, it's all just big ass houses, that's the cool part, because it's easy, you know. It's easy. It's just boom, let me get out, boom, house. I ain't gotta go through too much. But your signal, so if you're doing LA area or whatever, and you end up going to like Palisades, Bel Air, and I forgot the other city that I went to. It was one city, it was like, I forgot, I can't think of the name of it, but it was not too far from El Segundo, and it was like up in some hills or whatever. But them cities, I have T-Mobile. No, somebody came with me before, and they had a different phone plan. I forgot what it was. No, oh, in the Hollywood Hills, no signal at all, to where I'm like, I can't load the app, nothing. It was so frustrating. It's annoying because, again, you have to take a picture and scan them. So it's like, if you have no service, how are you going to do that? So what you could do is, if you're able to call, you could call technical and tell them blah blah blah, deliver this package, blah blah blah, and they'll be able to get it off for you. But it's like I said, don't let your phone die and you deliver all of them and then expect them to just clear all of them for you, because that's kind of suspicious, you know, because it's like, okay, so you ain't got a picture of none. But you know, certain situations, like areas with the signal bad, they know, because they get that a lot, so they'll be able to like help you out if you call them. One thing I did that you could probably do when I went to Palisades, you're probably not supposed to do this, but I did it. So yeah, I would scan. If I noticed, like, okay, one time I went in one neighborhood, and right at that first house I had a signal, but it was going bad. So I'm like, fuck. So this is what I did. I remembered the addresses. Well, I had the addresses. I'm like, okay, I know how to get to these addresses, and I just scanned and took a picture of the boxes. Well, no, I scanned it and then kept it like a picture, so then I could just go back and upload it like that, like, you know, took a picture off my regular, and just, so if they did need that, I could go ahead and just send it to them. But I just would go ahead and then go through like, okay, did that one, did that one, did that one. Because it is very frustrating, and it would keep you stuck. Oh, what was another city? Oh, I can't even think of it. But that city, it was far. Because I'm telling you, LA area, you're going to be LA surrounding cities, and you're going to end up somewhere. You're going to be like, how? Santa Monica. Santa Monica's annoying, because if you from out here, Santa Monica is nowhere to park. It's all these apartments, irritating. So that's an annoying city that I did. The cities that I really like is really just where it's all houses. Like, those is the best ones. But except when I was in the hood one time. I was in a hood one time, and it was late night, and I was just frustrated, like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Like, no. I was just nervous as hell. It was dark. It was people, hey, where you looking for? Who you looking for? Because, you know, I'm circling around, can't find address, and it was just like, don't shoot me. Don't shoot. I'm just trying to deliver these packages. But of course I ain't gonna tell y'all that, because y'all ain't gonna go rob these packages. Boom. So anyway, that's what you do. Most of the time they're like 3.5, 4 hours. I never seen something for like 5. It depends, like if it's a certain season and they have a whole bunch of boxes, and yeah. So expect to have no more. The most packages I had was 42. 42 Doug. So yeah, so don't go in there thinking like, oh, okay, you might have some good days. Like your first day, you might go in there. My first day, I had like 20 packages. That's why I went to Long Beach or whatever. And it sounds like a lot, but it's like sometimes there'll be the envelopes, so it'd be like, But don't expect, I swear, if you're going to do it with somebody, do it with only one other person, because your car could be filled up so much, depending on what type of car you had. At that time, I had a Kia Optima, and my trunk was kind of full. So, but I was able to put packages in the trunk. It was one time where I had trunk full, back seat full, passenger seat full, like, and some letters on my lap. Like, it was crazy. So I'm telling y'all, it's because you never know. Like, I mean, 20 little packages and envelopes sound good, but then when you have 42 and you have a mixture of some big packages, it's crazy. But if you cannot fit them all in your car, do not stress yourself out. Just let the people know. Be like, hey, I can't fit these all in my car. And they'll take them off your route and they'll put them on somebody else. Like, add them to the next that's going in that area. So don't even stress yourself out trying to shove them all in your car, because you don't want to block your views and make it bad for you to where you can have an accident or anything like that. Even though you are on Amazon's insurance, it's still, why want to put yourself in that situation? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, really look out for your safety. Don't be stressing out. They ain't gonna be, some people in there might have an attitude tripping, but you know what, oh well, like, you do your job, I'm gonna do mine. Like, I'm not even about to be over here putting my life in danger because I can't fit, or stress myself out, I can't fit all these packages in my car. Like, it is what it is. So yeah, so you do that. But when you, after you scan the packages, put them in your car, you leave out, you go to the end. Usually they have somebody there. A lot of times they used to have this lady there. I don't think she even liked me. That lady had gave me problems all the time. Like, one time she was like, "You're not gonna be doing this no more," and I'm just like, "Girl, fuck you." Like, girl, fuck you. Okay, not like that, but no, she used to just give me a hard time for no reason, because mind you, this was just a side thing that I did. So it's like, I did other things like that. So she'll just say like little weird stuff to me, like, "Oh, you gonna be carrying packages with nails on," or "Oh, this, that." She used to just not mind her business, or how I would come dressed. Like, I'm not, if it's hot outside and I got shorts, or if it's hot outside and I was somewhere else and it pop up, you'll get the notification, so it tell you like blocks available. You could just click and look like how much they paying. So it'll be times where I'm somewhere and I'm just bored, probably at my grandma's house, and they say that, and I'm not far, so I'll be like, "Oh, let me do it," you know. And if I want to deliver some damn packages and some sandals and some shorts, then bitch, mind your motherfucking business, because you ain't doing it and it ain't concerning you. Like, worry about you. That's what's her problem. She didn't worry about herself. She always used to try to do too much, like, because they know, because of the racks, how many packages is there. So it was one time I was supposed to have like 32 or 30 something packages, and I only had like 26, but that's because a lot of them was big and I couldn't fit them, so they took them back. So when I get to the end, they'll check you out, like name, boom, you give your name and you tell them the amount of packages. So I told her, and she like, "You supposed to have this many packages." Like, girl, shut up. Like, again, worry about you. So anyway, at the end of the day, if you get to places when you're delivering, if you get to like a location and it's like you don't have access, or people leave like certain instructions and you can't fulfill them, because like, say people be like, "Don't leave on the front porch, give it to me," and you get to their house and nobody answers, so you don't leave it because it's like, they told me not to. So you put "able to deliver." You just keep it with you and you just take it back. No need to be knocking at somebody's door for 30 minutes. That's out. Like, if you go to the door, you knocking whatever, and they don't answer the door, I'm gonna give you like a minute or two, because I don't know how big your home is. It depends on the size of the home. But if you said that, I'm not gonna leave it there. You know, some people would tell you to hide it in the bush. Like, it really would be just the instructions. But if you're unable to deliver that package, or if your time is running out, that never happened to me, but if your time is running out or whatever, I don't know, when your time run out, what happens? I think you have to bring them back. I think so. My time never ran out. I always finish before. Always. Yeah, I always finish before. But yeah, if you're unable to, don't even stress about that, because you could bring the packages back. You don't want to be that person where you had 20 boxes and you bring it back 15. Like, you don't want to be that person, because after a while, they're going to get rid of you. They're going to kick you off the app and you won't be able to do it no more. So yeah, do your best. And if you, again, do it with somebody, partner up. Like, so I used to do it with my boyfriend or whatever, and like, I'll drive. When I did it with him, it was lazy for me. It was just, oh, and he didn't like want none of the money or anything, so he was just making it easy for me. Cause I'll drive and he'll get out and go take the packages, because it's like, a lot of times I gotta put my hazards on to know where to park. So, you know, we did the buddy system. Sometimes I will hop out, but that would be like if it's like 2 packages and one's across the street from me. I just scan them both, boom, okay, you go, I go, boom. You know, but that, it really was easy like that. So if you have somebody that can help you, go ahead. If you don't, then a lot of people do it with their kids too. You could do it with your kid, but that's really up to you. Because again, you might have to go into an apartment building far, and you might have to leave your kid in the car. If you have a kid that don't mind getting out with you each time, then go ahead, fine, because nobody's gonna say nothing. Because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to make contact with these people. Like, you're just going to be leaving it at their door. You could, and you don't have to knock and leave it. Like, they never tell you to do that. But, I mean, some people do, but hey, it's whatever. So, I think I touched a lot of things. So, pretty much when you're doing it, make sure you have gas. Make sure you, because you don't know where you're going. Make sure your car has space in it, because you never know how many packages you're getting. Be prepared to be in traffic. Make sure you have a phone charger. And just breathe. Don't stress yourself out if you cannot find an address or if you're unable to deliver. Do not stress yourself out, because that's just gonna make it harder for you. I don't know about y'all, but if I stress myself out, I just can't pay attention no more. Like, it's just gonna mess up everything. So don't stress yourself out, because you know that's just gonna take away from your time from finishing the rest. You know, it's just unable to deliver, swipe on to the next. Like, so don't stress yourself out. So those are some tips and tricks. I think it's an actual good thing. I haven't did it in a long time. Still got the app on my phone, and I haven't did it in like a year and a half, I want to say. It's been a while. Probably not that long. It's been a while. Like, look, when you load up, I have to sign in and all that. I haven't did it in so long. But let me see. Let me sign in my password. Yeah, so like I said, it's good to do, because actually if you're really paying attention to those prices, and if you're doing it as a some people, if you have the time, like I had a job, so I wasn't able to do it. You could do it more than one in one day. So if you do have like you could do it like a morning one, probably afternoon. It really depends on your speed, and if you want to do it and then one at the night or whatever. So yeah, it really all depends on you. You could really make a lot of money off of it and really get paid Tuesday and Friday. Like I said, it's a lot of times. Oh, I'm just not signing. They trying to make me do like a safety. Y'all probably can't even see it. A safety video and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, so like I said, it is a really good thing to do, and that's all I got for you guys. So again, if you haven't already done so, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give the girl a thumbs up. And thank you guys for viewing. If you got any more questions, go ahead and comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer each one of them.